Winning 5 of their last 6, Omaha has climbed the leaderboard and is within striking distance of the top of the Pro Volleyball Federation. Tonight, it's Vegas and Omaha on the Terraflex. They've split the previous 2 matches, so tonight is the rubber match. The Thrill and the Supernovas are next.
Baby, I'm a big deal, I got it like that. I did it again, who told you that I was finished? Fresh off the plane with a new mani-pedi. My hair stay laid and you know I get paid. $100 bills, I got racks on the way. I'm making them big moves, I won't stay.
Tonight, it's the Vegas Thrill in town to take on the 9-4 Supernovas, who are challenging for the top spot in the league. And hello again, once again, everybody. I'm Larry Putney along with Lindsey Peterson. Great to have you with us as we get set for professional volleyball here in Omaha. Supernovas getting close to the top. They face tonight a very young Thrill team, but the Thrill are led by the veteran Alicia Glass-Childress.
Yeah, Alicia is such a leader for this group, and she's played on the biggest stage. She leads the team in so many areas and just provides that calming force for this rookie team from Vegas.
You see her numbers on the year now for the Supernovas. As we said, they're nearing the top of the league, and they have been led all year by Brooke Nuneviller.
Nuneviller's coming off a 24-kill, 22-dig match on Thursday night, and she continues to be that impact player for the Supernovas. And again, tonight in this match, it's a big match for the Supernovas in the standings, and they'll be looking for her to come up crucial in those big plays.
Novas continue their climb to the top tonight. The Thrill is in town. Supernovas and Vegas when we come back.
Baby, I'm a big deal, I got it like that. I did it again, who told you that I was finished? Fresh off the plane with a new mani-pedi. My hair stay laid and you know I get paid. $100 bills, I got racks on the way. I'm making them big moves, I won't stay quiet. 5'6", but I feel like a giant. I got the source, I am the supplier. I can make them boys sing like they in a choir. I'm on top and I'm taking it higher.
But Asia O'Neal, she is certainly healthy. She's swinging big, and she is a huge factor offensively and defensively for this group.
And a great job in the middle by Asia O'Neal.
So gets over the net, very aggressive.
And there's an ace for Asia O'Neal. Stringer. Oh, Asia O'Neal to the slide to get the hit.
The speed, the velocity, Asia O'Neal is showing why she was the #1 draft pick. Fury is lucky to have her.
The wait is finally over. A concept years in the making becomes a reality tonight.
We have stars that are sure to make a splash in terms of heads.
There are stars everywhere you look.
No secret that tonight is going to be epic.
Prepare to make history.
And we are underway, and what a start! And a serve for White.
Hilly picks out Nuneviller.
Just so
From club or high school courts to championship arenas, Spalding has been the trusted partner of volleyball players for generations. Our team of dedicated professionals isn't just about selling equipment, we're about supporting your journey. Spalding offers a comprehensive range of high-performance systems, nets, and accessories meticulously crafted for every skill level, budget, and playing style. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Spalding's knowledgeable staff will guide you, equip you, and cheer you on every step of the way.
Pro Volleyball Federation, where every action carries the weight of passion and pride.
There's a select group that rises above the rest. 23 athletes of the Pro Volleyball Federation are past or current members of the USA Women's National Volleyball Team, each a testament to dedication, skill, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Pro Volleyball Federation, building champions and making dreams a reality.
Back in Omaha, CHI Health Center, as we get ready for the Thrill and the Supernovas. The Pro Volleyball Federation resumes here in Omaha. The starting lineup tonight for the Supernovas. Sydney Hilly ended last game as a center. She begins. Dixon in the middle along with Nuneviller on the outside. Paige Briggs, the 5'10" outside, gets the start. Vuchkova, Landsman, and Kendall White is your bro. For the Vegas Thrill, here's their lineup. Glass-Childress, the setter. Kat Bell will be on the left side tonight. Van Buskirk and Oblad in the middle. There's the starting lineup for the Supernovas. Hilly goes back row to Nunaviller, not down. Down the line, Paige Briggs with the first kill for the Supernovas.
Briggs getting the start tonight after putting put in the match on Thursday night and she hits 500 in that match, has 11 kills when she gets inserted and plays the last 3 sets of that match. So she gets the green light tonight.
Hitting 381 on the year. Off the top of the block and out, nice tool on the swing by Kat Bell, who's moved over to the left side after being right earlier this year.
I anticipate Childress to find Bell a lot tonight. She's just going to be another one of those veteran players for this team, and being moved to the left side, you know they're going to want to get her the ball.
Well, the quick in the middle, that's shut down. Nice block there by Van Buskirk. It is certainly a thrill lineup that has had its share of injuries. The ace there. Well, Glad with the ace.
Don't see that often from Nunaviller. She's a very, very consistent passer. They put her in the middle of the court for a reason. They want to force servers to try to serve the edges, and that time just gets her tight on the platform.
Good pass by Paige, go right back to her. Offense to defense. Little tip in the middle, and that is down. There is Shaman Landsman with the kill.
That time they run a double quick, so you saw Shaven Lamb stayed in front as a right side attacker. Instead of going behind, she ran a quick tempo ball in front, which caught those middle blocker for the thrill off guard.
Chase down, tipped over. Got the touch, and Landsman with another kill.
Hilly's going to be feeding Landsman because that attack to the right side of the court, making Glass Childress dig the ball, that'll disrupt the offense for the Vegas Thrill.
Off the tape and down. The kill for Paige Briggs. 4-3 lead now is a 3-0 run for the Supernovas. See her hitting percentage on the year with now 7 aces. Off the net, into the block. Vuchkova was there.
Nunaviller gets that ball. That set was wide. She gets out to the pin, sets a great block to allow Vuchkova to get over and close. And they were over quick, not a lot of room for her to get that ball through.
Supernovas coming in at 9-4 on the year, 1 game out of first. Been a bit of a struggle as of late for the Vegas Thrill. They get the kill there. They're 5-9. 1-1 against Omaha this year. This is the rubber match between the two, but they've lost 4 of their last 6. They are better on the road than at home, or the Thrill. 4-3 away from Vegas. Hilly runs the quick tempo. Put away again by Vuchkova.
Nice set by Hilly there. They really forced that ball to the right side of the court. That's a difficult set to make. It's coming over Hilly's left shoulder. She has to get square and fire a quick tempo ball on that in that gap to Vuchkova.
Kristina Vuchkova. That goes off the top of the block, got the touch. And a kill for Hippe.
They just swinging high hands. The block was set. She smart shot, not trying to pull it down the block, and just swings for that deep corner.
Saskia Hippe out of Berlin, Germany. There's Tori Dixon, good up. Landsman right along the net, good touch by Hippe. Kendall White there with the up. Tries the angle. Sauer is wide on the swing, and another point for the Supernovas.
Sauer's a little smaller block, so you see them feeding the right side behind. Supernovas are setting Landsman a lot on the right side. They have a better matchup there against a smaller block in Sauer in the left for the throw.
Nice dig by Briggs in the back. Back row tip is down. Good decision by Landsman.
Briggs is a similar player to Brooke Nunaviller. They're both solid 6 rotation left side players. They jump well, they're explosive, they're dynamic in the front row and really aggressive and gritty in the back row, and that type of momentum just really feeds the entire team.
Off the top of the tape. On the slide, goes line, and Dixon with another kill.
Talking with Coach Flory earlier this week, and she talked about how Sauer was one of their stronger slide blockers. In fact, she's one of their better slide blockers, which is a difficult for left sides to do. A slide attack is difficult to slow down. You see there, she just didn't quite get out to the pin, and Dixon took it straight down the line.
Dixon got a touch on that. Go the other way this time. Right back to Page again, and that time the block is there.
Blocked by Saskia.
Hilly's setting a faster tempo out to the pin. So Paige Briggs is a smaller attacker. She's trying to outquick the block, showing great confidence in Briggs, going repeating the set, going right back to her, and she's just trying to take it down the line. The set was inside a little bit, made it a difficult shot.
Now Hippé to serve. Bump set, back out to Briggs. There's the up by Jemison, who's playing libero on another kill on the right side for the thrill. There's Kat Bell.
Give Childress a lot of credit for that. She just understands the offense and the flow of the game. So she really has this intangible feel for what the other side is doing and where their defense is at to allow her hitter to be in the best spot possible to get that kill.
Tip by Dixon, and Dixon to the point for the Supernovas.
It's one thing the Novas are doing. Even if the set's not there for the middles are slopping it around and really making it difficult for the Thrill to come back in system. So it may not be a kill, but if they do slop it over, somebody's on the floor trying to make that play.
Tough one here for Glass Childress as she has to chase it near the net. And the ace for the Supernovas, for Tori Dixon. That is her 8th ace of the season. Better pass there, then on the slide. Out of system, pulled inside, and Sauer find the angle off the block. Nice swing by Sauer.
Sauer's just aggressive up there. She's trying to hit hands. She knows she can't pull down. You see her try to hit a couple different shots, and that set was inside, and she went with the set, instead of trying to bring it back into the bigger block.
Good cheer for Kenna Sauer here tonight pre-game. She's from Ankeny, Iowa, not far away from here in Omaha. Well, there the Supernovas are first in the league in aces now with 65. Betty De La Cruz leading the way with 23 of those for the Supernovas. Another point there for Vegas. Oblad with the kill.
Oblad's another veteran for the Thrill team, and she's really a stabilizer out there. She's consistent and provides that quick tempo attack.
Off the block into the antenna. So point for Omaha. Another kill for Briggs. Bumps up from Childress, tip try. Ransman sends it right back. Here is Bell, into the net.
Point, Supernovas.
14-10 Omaha.
Unforced error there you won't see a lot of from Kat Bell, and especially at this level. Unforced errors are costly at any level, but even more so on this level because they can really make change of the game, and the other side has to take advantage of that right away.
Off the top of the block, good touch for the Supernovas. A push to the outside, Nunaviller down the line and got the kill. And there's the swing of Brooke Nunaviller. Omaha on top by 5 here in set number 1, 15-10. Nunaviller with the block and the kill to lead the way for the Supernovas.
Baby, I'm a big deal, I got it like that. I did it again, who told you that I was finished? Fresh off the plane with a new mani-pedi. My hair stay laid and you know I get paid. $100 bills, I got racks on the way. I'm making them big moves, I won't stay quiet. 5'6", but I feel like a giant. I got the source, I am the supplier. I can make them boys sing like they in a choir. I'm on top and I'm taking it higher.
But Asia O'Neal, she is certainly healthy. She's swinging big, and she is a huge factor offensively and defensively for this group.
And a great job in the middle by Asia O'Neal.
But gets over the net, very aggressive.
And there's an ace for Asia O'Neal. Stringer. Oh, Asia O'Neal to the slide to get the hit.
The speed, the velocity, Asia O'Neal is showing why she was the #1 draft pick. Fury is lucky to have her.
(15-10) Supernovas on top. We talked about the injury issues that Vegas Thrill have suffered. And you see in the near part of your picture, that's Kylie Murr, who injured a knee this morning, didn't feel right. She went inactive. Behind her is Maddie Skimmerhorn with dark hair. She's obviously was an outstanding libero at Purdue, was all Big Ten, along with Kylie Murr. They thought Skimmerhorn would be able to play, but she can't be active. You can't play within 24 hours of being activated. So she was activated this morning, puts them in a real bind. So then Megan Jemison goes before the match and changes into the libero jersey. And they have a brand new libero out there in Jemison, and they go right at her right there.
Yeah. I mean, Jemison, who's a left side attacker, obviously she could pass and play defense, but still being thrown into the libero role is completely different. You're really the floor manager out there defensively for the team, and you need to really have a vocal presence on the court to take two excellent liberos and take them off your team and not give that opportunity out there. It really changes things up defensively for the Thrill.
Overpass on the dig, good opportunity here, and the Thrill take advantage. Kill in the middle by Van Buskirk.
Serving #1, Campbell.
Van Buskirk, you see just coming across her body there. There's no help in the middle on the block and taking it right to the sideline at Hilly and right back.
So speaking of injuries, Van Buskirk flew in this morning. Did not fly in yesterday with the team from Vegas. She flew in earlier today. Yesterday, didn't know if she had the flu or food poisoning, just something wasn't right. Didn't know if she'd make it for today, but she is flown in this morning and available for tonight's match. She almost needed to be available given how banged up they got.
Basically anything that could go wrong right now for Vegas's roster has gone wrong.
It's so true. Nutterviller tried to put top spin on it, but over the block and long.
Serving #7,
Yeah, Vegas had a really late start as well. Didn't know until later than most teams that they would have a franchise this year in the league. So they were still practicing and going through their first training sessions just a few weeks ago.
When you're just doing a startup for a professional team like that and your other teams have already started, they're getting the players that were cut from the other teams. So they're not getting really their pick of their players. They're trying to just assemble a team on the fly and get going as quick as possible, and didn't give you a lot of time to train and get familiar with each other on the court.
Overpass here. Dixon takes it, calls for it, but Sydney Hillis says, I got this one. Second touch, the dump kill for Sydney.
See Haley here, just great awareness. Dixon took that first ball, and they're anticipating her going back. You see Sauer releasing to block the slide, a perfect opportunity for Haley to throw the ball down.
Omaha's lead grows. They're up by 6 here in the first set.
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale, news, and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Looking like a baddie, I show up and make them stop. Wanna know my name so badly, cause I run this whole block.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at renathletics.com and provolleyballshop.com.
Well, there's a look at year number 1 of the Professional Volleyball Federation. You see the cities that are engaged in this first year. They're going to add 3 more cities next year as the league will continue to grow. And here are the current standings with the Vibe up top by 1 game over the Supernovas. It's going to be a good race. And of course, earlier this week, it was just announced that the championship will be held here in Omaha. Boy, would the Supernovas love to have a home crowd for that one.
Well, that would be great, and just a reward to this city and community for what they've done to come out and really support the first year of this professional volleyball league. And also, I mean, you're a little over halfway through the season, and you know that as professionals, they're focused 1 game at a time, but they've got to be looking a little bit towards the end of the season and hoping they can be hosting that here.
Dixon with the tip. Bump set outside to Sauer, not down. From the back row, Nunavilla. Swing was wide, no touch for the Supernovas. Omaha's point. Omaha first to 20. On top here, 2014.
Both teams are really going to their back row and out of system situations. They're not trying to throw the ball high out to the pin. They're trying to establish their back row attack.
Overpass. Put down sideways by Vuchkova. She's having a good night. 4 kills for Vuchkova on 4 swings. Overpass again. And right now, Thrill having a tough time with the Supernova serve. Down the line goes Page and Briggs with another kill.
Yeah, Supernova's putting a lot of pressure on those passers. Gonzalez is in, and Sauer, the front row attacker, they're making her have to pass to swing to attack, and just continuing to stress them. And serving and passing, even at this level, plays such a huge role in the success of the team.
This is Real Pro Volleyball. Have you seen the product that's out there? Have you seen the athlete?
I don't even know if there's words to explain how I'm feeling right now. I'm just so excited and grateful to be able to do this right now.
It's definitely really cool to be able to be playing professional volleyball. Really cool to be able to be a part of the first year of something. No one takes for granted the opportunity that is here and present for us. Kids and people in general are really excited about pro volleyball.
I think it's the first time that it's actually happening and that it's done very well. And your jersey, I hope, is your coach okay with this?
Yeah,
okay, good. And that it's so accessible to everyone.
I wish I had something like that. It's a really cool feeling to know that they have professional volleyball to come watch.
It's about making an environment where you're happy to do what you're supposed to do.
So that we build a journey and a path for future generations.
Back here in Omaha, 22-14. Final timeout taken there by the Vegas Thrill, and there is the head coach, Fran Flory. As we said earlier, 24 years on the bench at LSU. Came back because she said, I love this sport and will do anything to help it grow and help women's sports grow. And, you know, this is groundbreaking what's going on in the Professional Volleyball Federation.
Yeah, between Fran and then Denise Corlett, who is a longtime assistant at Stanford, both are so well known in the volleyball world and have done so much for the sport. And really, at the time when they've retired from college and now this opportunity came up, they want to do whatever they can to help get it off feet and get it started the right way and to keep the talent in the mainland. Like, let's keep that volleyball talent here and not have to send it overseas and allow these college athletes and these young female athletes to dream of playing in a professional organization here in the United States.
Not mistaken, I think at one point Denise Corlett was the longest tenured assistant coach in the country, right? She was at Stanford and just such an integral part of all of the success. John Dunning on, right? I mean, such an important part of it.
she's kind of just like that quiet behind the scenes factor that just has such an impact. I mean, she did everything, recruiting, everything, logistics. Everybody just raved about the presence and impact she had on that Stanford program for so many years.
Big kill there on the slide by Davis. I hear the people who handle logistics in college volleyball are really important.
I mean, I would guess they're the most important.
I think you're right. All right, here we go. Set point number 1. Oh, nice tip. Goes cross-court tip. Hilly couldn't quite get there.
You have new libero in for Supernovas.
Sophie.
Gabby Thompson, she played at Kentucky, had such a great career at Kentucky for so many years.
Hilly leaves it. Landsman not down. Bumps that out to Bell. Goes the other way. Swiping it off, but nice return to coverage. And then the block on the left side. That's Kat Bell.
Blocked by Bell. Everybody clap your hands.
Kat Bell out of San Diego, California, played at Texas. Still set point here for the Novas.
Point, Vegas.
It's a little far off the net for Nunaviller to tip, and I know she wished she could get that one back. It's just now they are offensively not in rhythm, and they're making unforced errors. All Thrill has to do is get the ball in the net.
4-0 run right here for the Thrill. Another set point into the antenna. Looked like it was touched by the Thrill, and it was. It was a net touch, antenna touch, actually, by the Thrill. Point goes to Omaha, and that is set number 1. Vuchkova leading the way for the Supernovas as they take set number 1 here in Omaha.
Baby, I'm a big deal, I got it like that. I did it again, who told you that I was finished? Fresh off the plane with a new mani-pedi. My hair stay laid and you know I get paid. $100 bills, I got racks on the way. I'm making them big moves, I won't stay quiet. 5'6", but I feel like a giant. I got the source, I am the supplier. I can make them boys sing like they in a choir. I'm on top and I'm taking it higher.
But Asia O'Neal, she is certainly healthy. She's swinging big, and she is a huge factor offensively and defensively for this group.
And a great job in the middle by Asia O'Neal.
So gets over the net. Very aggressive.
And there's an ace for Asia O'Neal. Stringer. Oh, Asia O'Neal on the slide to get the hit.
The speed, the velocity, Asia O'Neal is showing why she was the #1 draft pick. Furious lucky to have her.
The wait is finally over. A concept years in the making becomes a reality tonight.
We have stars that are sure to make a splash in terms of heads.
There are stars everywhere you look.
No secret that tonight is going to be epic.
Prepare to make history.
And we are underway, and what a start. An ace serve for White.
Hilly picks out Nunaviller.
Just so
From club or high school courts to championship arenas, Spalding has been the trusted partner of volleyball players for generations. Our team of dedicated professionals isn't just about selling equipment, we're about supporting your journey. Spalding offers a comprehensive range of high-performance systems, nets, and accessories meticulously crafted for every skill level, budget, and playing style. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Spalding's knowledgeable staff will guide you, equip you, and cheer you on every step of the way.
Pro Volleyball Federation, where every action carries the weight of passion and pride.
There's a select group that rises above the rest. 23 athletes of the Pro Volleyball Federation are past or current members of the USA Women's National Volleyball Team, each a testament to dedication, skill, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Pro Volleyball Federation, building champions and making dreams a reality.
Fantastic outside the CHL Health Center here in Omaha. It's that time of year, you know, butterflies and flowers and everything's coming to life, right? Good time inside here also at the CHI Center, especially if you're a Supernovas fan. There's Laura Bird-Kuhn. First season as the head coach, 9-4 on the year. Her record is actually 8-3 in her first season.
She just really raved about this team and how easy it is to coach them, how competitive they are, and how, as a coach, you just have to say a couple things and they take care of business. They're all business. They all want to play for your team and do the right thing, and has really enjoyed working with this group.
Serving number 17, Kanasawa.
Serve is long.
Points, Supernovas.
Third service error for the Thrill tonight. Really have to be aggressive from the service line against this Supernova offense, because they have weapons at the pens. Hilly does a nice job distributing the ball in the middle. They have a really balanced offense, so you have to be aggressive from that service line.
Again, along with the serve, no touch. Have not heard a challenge, although the players thought there was a touch on the Thrill side.
The Thrill put in Hannah Maddox now on the left side. She's a dynamic player, jumps extremely well, hits the ball hard, just needs to become more consistent. You can see she gets on top of the ball, but also finds times where she just needs to keep it in play and makes the bad decision.
Two fantastics up there to keep it alive. Here is Maddox off the block. Hannah Maddox out of Ankeny, Iowa. Looks like Hilly got the hand under it. Another service error. Those are beginning to pile up on the Vegas Thrill. Vuchkova now back to serve.
The Thrill's trying to test Gabby Thompson to see in there as they put in a new libero in place of Kendall White, just to see if she can handle it, and they've aired deep, a little long both times.
Omaha returns the favor.
Point Thrill. Serving number 6, Alicia Glass Childress.
Pushed outside. Great tempo there on the set by Hilly, and Nunaville just pounds that down the line.
Hilly puts that right out to the pen. You can see the outside, the right side block of Kat Bell gives Nunaville too much line to hit. And when you give someone like Brooke that much line, she's going to make you pay.
Bell is blocked. Tori Dixon along with Hilly throw up the strong block on the right side, shut down Kat Bell.
Dixon just taking their left hand, getting over and pushing back to the middle back of the court. Nice, tight, sealed move over the net, not allowing Kat to take that sharp shot.
Bell again, this time she'll tip. Great job by Landsman with the dig kill. Love those dig kills.
Helps the stat sheet a little bit.
Service wide, Point Thrill. Serving number 11, Hannah Maddox.
You know, talked how similar Paige Briggs and Brooke Nunaville are. We see a lot of success from we typically consider undersized outsides in the league this year. There's another kill by Tori Dixon. She put it down in the slide.
Yeah, I think at this professional level, that smaller outside who can play both front row, back row is somebody that's a little more versatile. I mean, you obviously want the physical big pen hitters, but you also have to somebody that can really control the ball offensively to be a great first contact player, and you see that a little more often in those smaller left side attackers.
There's Nunaville again out of the back row. Over the head tip from Bell, not down. Great quick run in the swing by Van Buskirk. Credit Glass Childress again for a terrific transition set.
Yeah, you see she gets right in there and just can feel that the wing blockers are wide. There's no one there to help, so it's a perfect opportunity to run the middle when they have no help.
Block again, but that time off the block and wide, and Briggs with the kill.
Briggs aggressive on the pen. She went flying in there, hitting right at the hand. She saw the blocker was late. Bell was a little late, pushing her hands over, and she swinging right at those hands that are a moving target.
Nunaviller again, out of the back row from beyond the line, gets the kill.
That time they run Nunaviller in system, so the dig is perfect. They're in system. They try to run a quicker tempo out of the back row, and you see she might have just been a tad early on their way down. She was a little frustrated. She turned to tell Hilly Rake, that's a great set, and it's something really communication between the back row attacker and setter is crucial for getting that tempo down.
And talk about tempo, there it is again, Hilly to Vuchkova. Supernovas on top here in set 2.
Years in the making becomes a reality tonight.
We have stars that are sure to make a splash in terms of heads.
There are stars everywhere you look.
No secret that tonight's going to be epic.
Prepare to make history. And we are underway. And what a start. An ace serve for Wiley. Picks out Nunaviller.
Just so
From club or high school courts to championship arenas, Spalding has been the trusted partner of volleyball players for generations. Our team of dedicated professionals isn't just about selling equipment, we're about supporting your journey. Spalding offers a comprehensive range of high-performance systems, nets, and accessories meticulously crafted for every skill level, budget, and playing style. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Spalding's knowledgeable staff will guide you, equip you, and cheer you on every step of the way.
Pro Volleyball Federation, where every action carries the weight of passion and pride.
There's a select group that rises above the rest. 23 athletes of the Pro Volleyball Federation are past or current members of the USA Women's National Volleyball Team, each a testament to dedication, skill, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Pro Volleyball Federation, building champions and making dreams a reality.
Let's take a look at some highlights from Hrstina Vuchkova. She has been hot here in set 1 and early in 2.
You can see she's aggressive at the net, blocking. She's gotten up well in transition. Hilly feels comfortable and their connection is on. So when you have a great middle connection as a setter and you're having a lot of luck, you're going to continue to feed that middle attacker. And you can see Hilly's finding her in transition, giving her opportunities. 5 opportunities, 5 kills for Vuchkova. And then the solo block right on cue. She must have heard us talking about it.
I think she did. 4-0 Supernovas run.
Just up and over, so it's a big blocker up there in the middle.
It's such a big presence on this team. You know, when you talk to Bird, she mentions the presence that she brings and the focus, the level of intensity, the don't be too rah-rah, like let's play as professionals.
Well, it forced the Novas to have to simplify their communication to help her out. I mean, she's a foreign player coming in. You can't have a bunch of unnecessary communication. It needs to be simple, to the point words, and that actually helped the team all get on the same page as well. And she's just very matter of fact with a great intensity about her.
She's been playing professionally since 2008. In Bulgaria, Italy, Azerbaijan, Turkey, China, all over the world. Now here in Omaha.
Service line, Point Novas.
Service errors continue to rack up. Sydney Hilly now back to serve. And in for the Supernova is Nia Reed. Nia Reed out of Penn State.
Reed getting an opportunity on the right side, and she had a great collegiate career, and she's a very physical attacker out on the pin. And it's talking with Berger this week, said she's really coming along and somebody that they want to get in and to help, especially as you're going down towards this last half of your season. You want to get that bench established in case you'd have somebody go down that they feel confident and comfortable to come in at the big points.
Not down off the top of the block by Maddox. Here is Reed. Great swing from the back row and a kill for the Thrill. That is Kenneth Sauer.
Great set by Glass Childress, just still putting her hitters in the best opportunity. She's not just throwing that ball up hoping for someone to send over. She's trying to allow her hitter to have an opportunity to score.
Quick run in the middle, a little mistimed. Vuchkova shakes it off from the fingertips. From off the net, here's Reed, rolls it over. Childress with a nice set, the swing wide, point for Omaha.
Maddox has the vertical to get up there and cut that ball sharp over the block that time, just a little too wide, but that was the right idea of the shot. She's trying to get up. She saw the big block, and she's up and over the block to have the capability to hit those sharp angles.
Point Omaha.
Time a tough, really tough ball. When it's coming from that far back over your shoulder, you have to have great awareness. So where you are on the court, how close you are to the net, you don't have an opportunity to see the blocks. So that's why back row communication is so crucial there. And you don't have your normal libero in to help communicate you through that kind of chaos play.
Off the top of the block and the swing by Oblad on the slide. Nunaviller not down, good up. Maddox tries to swipe it off the block. She'll get another chance. This time powers through it. And Maddox with the kill.
Reed on this block, she's out, sets out to the pen. Reed is there, but you see her make her move with her hands just a little late instead of sealing on and holding those hands as still as possible.
Well, what a set there by Hilly. Over her head and a quick tempo ball to the middle. That was impressive.
From her knees, that tells you she has great confidence in her connection right now with Vuchkova. I mean, she's down. Vuchkova is still sticking with the route, still staying with the tempo. So just back, that relationship between setter middle between them right now is really on cue.
That's impressive. Over the block and long for Hannah Maddox. Hannah Maddox came into set 4 in that match with the Fury. They won on the road in Columbus. Had a great 4th set after not starting, but really came in and provided a spark for the Thrill. Maddox from off the net.
Vuchkova making a big dig in the back row as a middle.
Yeah, and then that violation on Nunaviller. Gabby Thompson back in at libero. Good pass by Briggs. Great thumb down shot in front of the block and almost landed in front of the 10-foot line on a shot by Nunaviller.
See this quick tempo. I mean, she's on her second, getting to her 3rd step of her approach as Hilly's setting that ball. So you know it's a quicker tempo out there. It's not allowing Van Buskirk to get out to close it all, and just a perfect set and rhythm attack by both Brooke and Hilly.
Oh, between the ball, actually. Scrambling a bit out of system here. Back in. Here's Reed right into the block and down. Nia Reed with the kill.
Reed finding offense out of the back row. They've been running Brooke up the middle a lot out of the back row, and this time they set Reed on a red behind out of the back row, and just perfectly placed set. She's in rhythm, comes flying in to get that kill.
Hilly goes behind. Dixon off the block, and Tori Dixon with another kill. You know, we're talking to Bird earlier this week, and she was talking about how unselfish this Supernovas team has been, how well they play together. It's led to a 19-10 lead, but how impressive has this team been in terms of just their chemistry?
Yeah, I mean, that's huge. You have a bunch of really high-level players that obviously all want to be on the court, but everyone can't play. But Bird talked about how everyone says they're ready when they're ready. I mean, in a match, you put somebody in and everyone has confidence in that person and they know they're going to go out and do their job and do their role. And you know, obviously in practice and on those off days is when you work out how do I get on the court more and who's those starting six. But when you have a group that's so competitive and is so bought in, it makes it easy as a coach, sometimes difficult as a coach, because it's hard to put a lineup in when you have so many that could start, but it also makes it easy knowing at any point you can say you're in and trust that individual.
Well, they're trusting Tori Dixon right now. She's been big on the block, on the slide. Nice tip kill there. And here's the slide. She comes a little deeper slide, right? It's not necessarily a long net.
It's a little deeper, comes more around, kind of more of a banana type approach. But she's got a quick arm. So if the set's inside, she still does a nice job placing it, making the smart tip. You know, that one kill was just a smart tip to the side. The set was inside a little bit. She's got a really quick arm, so when Hilly gets that ball out to the pen, she has a lot of damage.
So if you prefer that banana route, is it because you see the floor better? Is it just a personal preference? What's the benefit of that?
Well, some personal, but it also has to do with tempo. I mean, you have a more dynamic, explosive player chasing it down. They can come flying out there. That way she can get around. Just allows her to see the block. At this level, you usually go talk to your setter, and you know how I'm the most successful, what I need as an attacker, and the setters are able to put the ball where you need it.
Van Buskirk with that kill. We are in set 2. Tough jump serve there for Maddox. Just wide on the swing by Nutteviller. Immediately turned to the up official who said nope.
Mixing up the offense a little bit. They bring Nutteviller in on what we call like a rip attack, so it's not a set out to the pen. It's intentionally brought inside to make that right side blocker have to move in. And she just missed that sharp cross.
Little collision there between Bell and Jimison off of the tip. That time it's Page coming around on that slide.
Smart tip by Davis. You just have Bell, who's off as a right side defender, coming flying up, and then the libero coming flying up the line, and it's a tough ball to decide whose it really is.
Lady Van Buskirk back to serve again. Two-time All-ACC.
Olad ready for that one. A tight pass, aware that Hilly is aggressive when she's up there at the net as a front row attacker.
Back line. It did. Great shot. Between the block, Sauer puts it down.
See Sauer just goes up and swings high and deep. She knows she's got the big block in front of her, the double block in front, so she swings high off looking for hands.
Bell tried the tip. Just didn't clear the net. And the Novas are 4 away from going up 2-0. Trying to move to 10-4 on the year. Off the block. Cat Bell again.
Childress goes right back to Cat Bell that time. The first play before that was a little inside, and she gets her this time right in rhythm. And Bell, who was left side that first set, is now on the right side here in the second.
It's interesting, Flan Flory talked about how much Bell is just willing to do anything she can. Like, you want to play right, I'll play right. You're left, and she's first in the gym, last one out, looking for extra gym time. She's kind of setting an example of what it's like to be a pro. She's talking about, you know, some of these players coming off of college, they just practice a lot, but there's so much more to it when you're a pro and the work you have to do outside of practice.
Absolutely, and just understanding at this level that a bad game's not just a bad game. It may cost you your job, your position.
Right.
You may be cut the next week. So the importance of managing everything about keeping healthy, nutrition, your recovery, all that plays a factor in you maintaining your spot on this team.
Try to keep it alive, but then none of it can't clear the net. Still a 5-point lead. And back to serve is Sauer.
Supernovas getting several different players in tonight that are not in their normal rotation. With you seeing Gabby Thompson is the libero, Briggs playing, Mia Reed in, and just they all bring something different to the table. They're not the same. Like you look at the two liberos, they're not the same style libero play out there, but they're both very good at what they do. And that allows them to continue to put different lineups in and know that the rhythm and the flow of the game is going to stay the same.
Challenge buzz there. There's going to be a challenge here by Fran Flory. Thought might have been a touch. Also a good opportunity, down 23-17. Big point here, 22-18 versus 23-17 late in the match. Not a bad idea. And the ruling is rule was no touch. From off the net again. Reed's taken a few out-of-system balls and bettered them.
Yeah. She did a nice job. You saw Thompson come flying over to take that second ball, and just not allowing her to stay in rhythm, but she stays deep, hits high, doesn't pull the ball down in the block.
Set point. Briggs got the touch and the point, and the Supernovas get the set. The number 2 team in the league, dominant through 2 sets. They're on top. 2-0 over the Thrill.
Academy boys. Let's go celebrate now. Let's go.
Welcome back to Omaha. Supernovas on top 2-0. You know, volleyball fans in Nebraska have become accustomed to cheering against Big Ten rivals, but now that some former Badgers and Nittany Lions are sporting the Supernovas logo, Omaha Fans Alliance is taking a different tune.
The passion of volleyball fans in Nebraska is unmatched. Conference rivalries have fueled spirited cheers, particularly against former players from Penn State and Wisconsin. Remarkably, this fiery volleyball fan base has been instrumental in attracting some of the most exceptional talent to Omaha.
I love a rivalry. I love when there's like a lot of fans, so I enjoyed playing at Nebraska. I mean, it was always packed when we came, which was really cool.
From her this time.
Playing in Nebraska was always tough. That's why we never beat them in their gym in Lincoln. And I think that's the reason that they're so successful, is because they have so much support. They sell out the arena, and their fans are absolutely their backbone of their team.
And getting to play against Nebraska, honestly, I always looked forward to that match because it's two really respected programs who are both really gritty, defensive battles.
I know that my teammates, they purposely chose Omaha because they know how amazing Nebraskans are at cheering for this sport.
I've had a few fans like come up and say like, oh, like now that you're on our side, we can cheer for you. Like we loved watching you, but not on the other side of the net. And they've been very welcoming.
So many fans that have come up to me, they're like, we're so happy we can finally cheer for you and not against you. And I'm like, same, because you guys are awesome, your energy is incredible, and now to have that like on my side, I feel like it's gonna be such an advantage.
It's been really touching for me to be in this position because I've gotten to interact with the community that I grew up in, and just to feel their love and support just being a local player, even though I know they're gonna love and support the non-local players.
Hailing from 13 different states and proudly representing 4 different countries, the Supernova players are a united force with a singular objective: to clinch a championship at season's end. Beyond their victories on the court, they've already achieved an extraordinary feat: inspiring the next generation of volleyball players in America.
It's a very full circle moment. I know that like when I was younger, I didn't have like a professional player to look up to indoors. But like I looked up to like Misty May. Like she was like the short girl like in there like doing the thing at the Olympics, and like I loved and admired her. I think like meeting some of the little girls last night who were like, I'm just starting like playing volleyball, like you're so cool. It's an amazing feeling like seeing young girls who are so like in love with the sport and just like really like want to be you.
Our players, maybe their favorite athlete was Patrick Mahomes, Steph Curry, and now young girls' favorite athletes can be these players as professional women.
If you would have asked me a year ago what I was doing, I might have not even been playing volleyball. But this opportunity to make history and become role models for so many young girls who want to become professional volleyball players, now they have people that they can look at and be like, that's what I want to do. And I think that's the coolest part of it.
Some of the best fans in the league, Supernovas, they lead it 2-0 here in Omaha. Third set coming your way from the CHI Center.
This is real pro volleyball. Have you seen the product that's out there? Have you seen the athletes?
I don't even know if there's words to explain how I'm feeling right now. I'm just so excited and grateful to be able to do this right now.
It's definitely really cool to be able to be playing professional volleyball. Really cool to be able to be a part of the first year of something. No one takes for granted the opportunity that is here and present for us. Kids and people in general are really excited about pro volleyball.
I think it's the first time that it's actually happening and that it's done very well. And your jersey, I hope, is your coach okay with this? Yeah, okay, good. And that it's so accessible to everyone. I wish I had something like that. It's a really cool feeling to know that they have professional volleyball to come watch.
It's about making an environment where you're happy to do what you're supposed to do.
So that we build a journey and a path for future generations.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at renathletics.com and provolleyballshop.com.
Pro Volleyball Federation, where every action carries the weight of passion and pride. There's a select group that rises above the rest. 23 athletes of the Pro Volleyball Federation are past or current members of the USA Women's National Volleyball Team, each a testament to dedication, skill, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Pro Volleyball Federation, building champions and making dreams a reality.
Baby, I'm a big deal, I got it like that. I did it again, who told you that I was finished? Fresh off the plane with a new mani-pedi. My hair stay laid and you know I get paid. $100 bills, I got racks on the way. I'm making them big moves, I won't stay quiet. 5'6", but I feel like a giant. I got the source, I am the supplier. I can make them boys sing like they in a choir. I'm on top and I'm taking it higher.
At any time, any team can win it here in the Pro Volleyball Federation.
The higher the level, it means more power.
Lekator member Mene. Wow, what a shot. Again.
Rejected! Ronica Stone!
Get tightened up. They progress through that season, and you cannot progress through that solo block in the middle for Kaz Brown.
Laura, deep corner, and that was picked perfectly.
Back at the CHI Health Center in Omaha, Supernovas win the first two by 6 and 8. Dominant performance thus far for the Supernovas, including Kristina Vuchkova. But great set there by Hilly.
Vuchkova really has been an impact player in the middle for the Supernovas tonight. When we talked to Bird, she talked about how important their middle transition and their middle attack is for their team, and just taking some of the pressure off their pen attackers. You know, Brooke is going to get her sets on the pen. You know, Jess is going to get her sets on the right side. So when they have the opportunity to get the ball in the middle, they want to get that established, and they really have focused on that tonight and have had a lot of success.
Big number here. Look at the difference in hit percentage, 280 to under 100.
Just a lot of unforced errors on Vegas' side, and some of that having to do with the block, but I think also just they're not in their rhythm. When you have different players out there and your main quarterback is a passer and defender not out on the court, that can really shake up your rhythm offensively.
In case you're just joining us, Kylie Murr was not feeling right with her knee this morning in practice. They deactivated her, so she's on the inactive. They activated Maddie Skimmerhorn, but she can't play for 24 hours after being activated, so she's not available. So their two primary liberos are out. And so then they put the libero jersey on Megan Jemison, and Jemison has done a nice job, but again, it's the rhythm. Great run in the middle. And another kill for Vuchkova.
Why are we not surprised they don't come out firing from the middle again? I mean, Brooke put a perfect pass up there for Hilly, and you want to keep a good thing going, and they definitely have that connection down right now.
A good reaction to keep it alive. It was a great set by Childress. She goes right back to it. The second time, right back to Van Buskirk, and she puts it away.
You like to see when setters repeat to the same attacker. So it didn't work the first time. She comes right back and feeds the ball again, and give credit to Van Buskirk for getting back up in transition and being available.
There's Reed off the top of the block. Power there as she drives through it. Yeah, high hands.
Reed is a more physical right side attacker than Landsman is. Landsman's just more experienced and consistent out there. And so as Reed continues to develop, she'll become a real weapon for the Supernovas.
Free ball opportunity here. Let's see if they go quick in transition. Instead, they go high ball back to Reed, and it's plenty of time for Bell to get there on the block.
Sauer, we talked about being a great left side blocker, especially for her size. She's not a big physical left side attacker, but Coach Flory was telling us that she's a very good and consistent left side blocker, and especially for her size, and that's one of her real strengths out there and why she's out on the court.
There's Sauer with the block again.
You don't always have to be the highest, jump the highest to be the best blocker. She just has a real feel for the game and sees and reads the setter well to get herself in the right position to make a block.
I believe that cleared the net of the swing by Bell.
Bell not having the night that Vegas probably needed from her and being one of their main attackers, and they have had to move her around some here on the court, but just has struggled both on the left and on the right, finding her rhythm and really being successful.
Nunaviller. Nunaviller will reset, tip it over right into the middle. Found the campfire.
That's the probably most frustrating part as a defender is when you're playing somebody like Nunaviller. She's going to come in and she can rip it to the sharp cross court. She can drill it down the line, and then she also has all the shots, the tips, the throws, the roll shots, and that can be just frustrating as a defense to know or what to expect to see from her.
Quick slide there by Oblad, and she terminates. Oblad played collegiately at Utah. Sauer now to serve. Great slide there by Dixon. That was a sharp angle down for Dixon.
Billy got that. You see on this slide, gets it all the way back to the pin, and Maddox's timing on the slide is off. She goes up, she's inside, and she's up early and on her way down, which doesn't allow her to make a move with her hands to even try to protect some of that line.
Childers tried the second touch, not down. Good job by Bell to get to that. Maddox into the block, and then net violation called on the Thrill.
I think Maddox got it on her follow-through on her attack. Set was a little tight, and she went up to make an aggressive swing, but just came down.
3-0 run right now for the Novas. Into the block. That was Glass Childress with the touch, I believe.
Serving number 12, Berkeley, Oblad.
Yep, left hand.
Left hand, Oblad right there. Childress is another great blocker. Just obviously has had a ton of experience in the game, but just understands where to set up. And that's so much about blocking, is being able to see the ball, understand where you need to set up to take away the strongest shot of those attackers and to help then your middle blocker close into you, and that's exactly what she did on that play.
Last one was the 9th block of the match for the Thrill, but Briggs comes back. Maddox off the top. Good touch for the Novas. Back row. And another kill. Nuneviller.
Nuneviller makes a perfect dig there. You can hear her calling for it right away, and it's have Vuchova coming in on a quick, which holds that middle block to allow Nuneviller to come right up behind her to hit out of the back row.
Serving number 6, Alicia Glass-Gilgras.
Really tough swing there for Briggs.
You like to see him being aggressive. You don't want to send a free ball over. You have to try to put pressure on that opposing team, but that's a really hard angle to try to make a big swing.
Reed can't get it down. Maddox off the block. Back row again. Good up by Childress. Briggs into the block. And Bell with another block.
Coach Flory talked about how much Childress meant to this team, and as you watch her out there, she's really the floor general. She's constantly talking, constantly directing. You can see her on that last play. You hear her telling Kat where to line up on the block, talking her through it as she's trying to play floor defense. And so having somebody like that on your team really gives you an opportunity to be successful with the team, because she's just managing everything out there.
5 of the biggest thrill points in this set. And now 6 are off of the block. 6 points in this set via the block, and they're up 11-9. Looked like it was down. We might have a challenge. Yeah, we do. Hear the challenge buzz or a timeout? It was a timeout.
I think that they were going to challenge it. They had to challenge it during the play, right? During that happened.
Before. So a little bit of a run here for the Vegas Thrill. Supernovas are on top, 2-0.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at realprovb.com and provolleyballshop.com.
At any time, any team can win it here in the Pro Volleyball Federation.
The higher the level, it means more power. Elector member Mene, wow, what a shot again.
Rejected! Ronica Stone!
Get tightened up. They progress through that season, and you cannot progress through that solo block in the middle from Kaz Brown.
Laura, deep corner, and that was picked perfectly.
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale, news, and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Baby, I'm a big deal, I got it like that. I did it again, who told you that I was finished? Fresh off the plane with a new mani-pedi. My hair stay laid and you know I get paid. $100 bills, I got racks on the way. I'm making them big moves, I won't stay quiet. 5'6", but I feel like a giant. I got the source, I am the supplier. I can make them boys sing like the inner choir. I'm on top and I'm taking it higher.
Back here in Omaha, the Thrill on a 5-0 run to lead at 12-9 here in the third. Reed not down, good dig there by Sauer. And then into the block. And Nuneviller out of the back row goes off the block and gets the kill.
Supernovas needed a side out, really needed a side out, so no surprise there that Hilly's finding Nuneviller in the back row to try to get that. And you see the block anticipating that set to go out to the left side pin, and then she just sets it high over her head for that back row attack.
Bell is dug. Briggs rolls it over, Childress there. And a block again. That time Maddox got a hand on it. It's been more difficult in this third set to terminate for both teams.
Yeah. Both sides starting to get a feel for the attackers, making some adjustments on the block. And also, you know, when you start out, everyone's in rhythm and, you know, feeling the momentum and energy to start the game, and now they're kind of wearing down a little bit. Jump might not be quite as high as it was to start the set, so you have to continue to be creative in your shot selection.
Really tough serve off the tape to handle there, and the ace for the Vegas Thrill. Great pass. Wow, what a serve receive. Led to the kill. That all started with a fantastic pass from Nunaville.
It's a tough topspin coming straight down the line with a lot of velocity, and Nunaville puts her angle of her platform perfect to bring it right back to the middle of the court.
And you like the pace that Hilly ran that with too, right?
Yes.
A little more pace on the set to the outside. And that time off the block and a kill for the Vegas Thrill.
Looking back at Nunaville, I mean, the key to being a great passer is you have to have a wide base on your feet, and then it's all about the angle of your platform and getting your arms out early. You see that she was passing that ball, taking that ball outside her body, but she had her platform angled back to the middle of the court to where the setter is.
Off the block, over the block, and lands on the court. Vuchkova got the hand on it. And now Vuchkova back to serve. Nova's trying to get back in here in the third set and complete the sweep. Oh, great diving up. Off the top of the fingers, and Bell got the kill.
Bell working hard to get her feet there to take that ball down the line. The set was inside a little bit. Childress really working hard to try to get the ball up to her. And then she had a triple block up, so she knew she couldn't take it into the angle.
Good up there by Jemison. And then point for the Supernovas. Not sure that cleared the tape.
I don't think it did either.
Sonia Reed back to serve now. Reed again, played Penn State. Been playing professionally for a little more than a few years now. Net violation called on the Thrill, and point for Omaha. Childress chases that down, and then into the block. And the Supernovas with a block of their own here, and it's a 3-0 Omaha run.
Credit Reed for her serves right now. It's not allowing the Thrill to get in any rhythm really offensively. Childress is running all over the place, just trying to get the ball up, and a lot of these swings are out of system to allow that Supernova block to get set up.
Good pass there into the back row, but the block again by Dixon. A lot of heat on that one from Maddox out of the back. And a timeout taken by the Vegas Thrill. Flan Flory will talk it over with her squad. The Supernovas on a 4-0 run, and it is now at 16 all here in set 3. Let's take another look at that block.
You know, Childress trying to find a way to get a kill for her team, and she's set the pens. They've struggled. Your next option is coming out of the back row, and I'm sure that was on the mind of Tori Dixon, expecting what set is going to come back at me, and they're in rhythm. They still try to run that back row attack, and Dixon's all over it.
It is such a great environment here in Omaha. Supernovas fans, we talked about it earlier, how much merchandise they've sold. There's a lot of Supernovas merchandise in the stands. A great crowd once again. They've had as many as 13, 14,000 at this venue for the Supernovas.
We talked about that with the coaches, the importance of this being the first year and it's a startup league, and maybe the product on the court and some of the different teams isn't where they hoped it would be at this point, but the important part is making sure the event itself is causing fans to want to come back, and it's a memorable experience. And Omaha does it so well, as they make this such a fun atmosphere, and it's such a family atmosphere that no matter, I mean, obviously you want your team to win, but no matter the outcome, they're going to remember their experience and want to come back for more.
That's right. Back in now for the Thrill is Hippe, and there are the blocks by set. You see the Thrill with 7, but Supernovas not far behind with 5. 12 total points here in set 3 via the block. Make it 13.
Dixon, Billy,
5-0 run.
Dixon just so disciplined as a blocker. You see her moving over with the set. She's ready for the quick. The middle had gone in front. She was with her and then was still able to close and get over on that outside attack.
Got her pass. Sauer goes off the block. Nunaviller, what a great shot. Wow, took a little pace off it, looked deep corner and found it.
Nunaviller's getting her feet to the ball, and you see her just slowing her arm down just a little bit and then cutting her hand around the ball to direct that down the line. And she jumps well enough that she can take something off and still be over the block and not worry about getting a touch.
Back row swipe, not there. Out of system, but Nunaviller with another chance. Big by Sauer. Bump set right back to her. He tries the tip. Jamison there. On the slide. It is long, no touch. And the Supernovas on a 7-0 run. It was 16-12 at one point.
Reed staying aggressive with her serve this entire time and really doing a nice job. When her team's in rhythm, you don't want to give an easy point to the other side by missing a serve.
Another tough serve. That joust, though, won by Childress. Why are setters so good at that?
Setters know you've got to push last. Like, a lot of times you're going up against a really big middle, and the middle is, you know, a little bit higher, and the setters are going to get underneath, and your arms are a little weaker when you're pushing underneath. You
see a big middle or an outside against a setter. Setter wins 90% of the time.
Yep.
There's a blast. Maddox puts one down.
See Childress really talking to Maddox, talking her through just the tempo of the set. You saw early on when she came in, she was a little early on some of them. So just continuing to work through that and talking with her setter.
Nunaviller shot the high hands. Kept in. Second touch not down. Dixon blocked. Nunaviller tips and gets the point. 2 touches on the Thrill.
Going back to that overpass that Childress won against Dixon. I'm sure there's a little friendly rivalry there, just having former teammates on the national team and probably going against each other so many times on opposite sides of the nets and training with the national team.
Oh, good reaction. Great defense here by the Novas. Opportunity here. Back row, Nunaviller. Got it!
It's probably one of the best rallies of the night. Just overall level of play, defensively, offensively, the way both teams were going at it and really sticking with it through the entire play. And Nunaviller put some pace on that last swing now the back row.
Thrill take a timeout. 21-18, 3-point lead here late in set number 3 for the Omaha Supernovas. Tori Dixon, the 6'4" middle out of Minnesota, played for the Gophers, has been terrific on the block for Omaha.
We talked, just Dixon has great feet. She's really disciplined. You see her, she sees the setter well, reads the setter well, and gets her hands and feet in position to make that block. You don't see her making any unnecessary moves outside of her body. She's blocking, not making a late move to get a bad touch on any of those blocks.
4-time All-Big Ten at Minnesota, 3-time All-American, and she's been dominant up front for the Supernovas. They are on a 9-2 run. 21-18 lead, up by 3 and 4 away. Alicia Glass-Childress just walked to the net, looked across to Betty De La Cruz, who's now in for the Supernovas, and gave her a little heart shape, and there's an ace.
Supernovas ace. Watch out.
Ace by none of her league leaders in aces are the Supernovas. That powered through the block. Good swing by Hannah Maddox. Well, she is explosive and a leaper, huh?
Very explosive, and Childress puts the ball right on the money there, right in rhythm for her to take a big swing down the line.
Betty De La Cruz. Great angle by De La Cruz. And Betty with the kill. 2 away. Well, that was a swing, huh? Hippe right down the line.
Out of the back row, Dixon stayed in there, took a shot.
Yeah. Took a shot, all right. Well, how about this? De La Cruz, Nunnamiller, Reed all in the lineup. And net violation called on Hippe. Match point upcoming for the hometown Supernovas. Crowd on their feet here at Omaha.
Tonight you could definitely see the depth that the Supernovas team has compared to what the Thrills working with, and it's just really been a strength for them all season is the bench and the competitiveness they have on their team.
Point for the Thrill, off the block and brushed the antenna before it hit the ground. Second match point upcoming. Serve long, point Supernovas, and the match to the Omaha Supernovas. Now 10-4 on the season, and a very impressive performance on a Saturday evening here in Omaha.
It's the Omaha Supernovas over the Vegas Thrill. Step 1, 29-19. Step 2, 29-17.
Well, that's an impressive performance for Omaha. The sweep here at home. I know it was an undermanned Thrill team, but still you have to look at level of effort, performance. Did you do things right? Were you not higher? And check all those boxes for the Supernovas.
On Thursday, April 4th, when they take on the Columbus Fury at 7 p.m. right here at CHI Health Center Omaha. It's Heroes Night. Be sure to come out and support all the heroes in the Omaha metro area. Fans, don't forget to head up to the metros.
Celebration continues as Supernovas now 10-4 in the league. And that is tied with the Atlanta Vibe at 10-4 as well. Atlanta was playing this evening against San Diego, so they'll have a chance to take the half-game lead again. But as of right now, two teams at 10-4 at the top of the league.
This two teams opened the season playing against each other.
Right.
Match here to open it here in Omaha. So not surprising that both those teams are at the top of the standing.
Well, directing the traffic tonight for the Supernovas was once again Sydney Hilly. Outstanding job tonight, Sydney. Why was this offense so efficient tonight?
Yeah, I got to give all the credit to my passers on that. I mean, they were putting me in great positions to be able to set every hitter. And I think everyone was ready for the ball today, and it was really easy to distribute to whoever I wanted because the pass was so good. So all credit to the passers on that one.
You really had a great connection with Vuchkova tonight. Have you guys been working on that? Has that been there? It just seemed like you had a way of finding her and in rhythm, and it was fun to see that connection.
Yeah, in the last match, I didn't set her as much as I wanted to, so that was one of my focuses today, is I'm going to find her a lot more because she's up every time and ready to go, and she runs it at such a fast speed that it's hard to defend. So I wanted to give her the ball more, and she did a great job with it.
Yeah, we saw a couple of times where you really forced it, like on your knees, sliding away over your head, right on target. Talk about how fun that is when that connection happens.
Oh yeah, that's something we've been working on all season long. So when it happens in a match and you connect on something like that, it's really fun. And she just did such a great job being ready, even in those crazy scenarios where maybe a middle might not be ready for that because that pass wasn't perfect, but she's up every single time.
Sydney, thanks for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yep. Sydney Hilly there after the match. Supernovas a winner in 3 over the Vegas Thrill. And it was fun. It was a fun connection to watch tonight.
It was. You could see that they were definitely in rhythm, and that it was something that Hilly was well aware of and she wanted to establish tonight. From the get-go, she was looking for Vuchkova, and it started off right, and that confidence was there and just lasted throughout the match.
Now joined by Tori Dixon. Tori, in that third set, they really started throwing up a big block.
Yeah.
And when they did, you had the answer. Came right back with big blocks as well. What was going on there in that third?
Yeah, we decided that we needed to make a change in the locker room, so we got a little bit of ups, and I think it really helped. And Christina is a really big presence, and she's very vocal about how we needed to wait on our block. And I think we made good adjustments and ended up getting some good touches, getting some good blocks. So yeah, we're all really happy.
You had some different players out there tonight, but it felt like even though you brought in some different personnel, the flow and your offensive flow stayed the same. Can you talk and speak a little bit about to the depth of your team and how that showed tonight?
Yeah, I think to see some new faces that we really haven't gotten to see very much on the court, and it was really cool to get them involved. And to the offensive flow, I think I just credit our setters, both Sydney and Nati, because Nati runs it in practice, and Sydney was doing a great job in the match. Didn't matter who was out there and what personnel we had on the floor. Sid just did a really good job running the offense and kind of putting on a good show for everyone tonight.
Tori, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Great match.
Thanks.
Supernovas winners tonight. Let's take a look at some of the highlights that we talked about from Tori Dixon.
Tori talked about how Vuchkova really, had a vocal presence in the locker room about making changes and blocking. And when players of that experience, like Tori Dixon, Christina Vuchkova, speak, your teammates listen, and you can see what an impact it had in that third set.
Bird joins us now. I'm curious, in terms of complete performance on the year, and you look at other matches and you compare this to what you've done thus far, where would you rank this?
I think we were pretty efficient. It was kind of not the best at the beginning, but we were able to get players in, but that was also planned. I mean, our team is very competitive, and so they were earning their spots. And so I'm proud of them. Again, it's a great team win. I love the way this group competes together no matter who's out there. And when they get those opportunities, they excel at them. So I'm proud of them. It was a great team win, and I think you guys can see it by the stats. We got our middles going more. Obviously, Tori had a great match blocking. And we cleaned it up in the third set because it wasn't pretty when we started that.
Yeah, speaking about your middles going, we talked about what impact they had on the match tonight, and Sid alluded to the fact that she didn't set him enough that last match. And was that a focus going into tonight's match? Would you had to establish that middle presence, or it just happened due to the rhythm that they were in passing?
It's both. I mean, we were in rhythm passing, but we talked about it. We need the balance. And yes, Brooke and Paige had great matches before, but we still need to be able to have a balanced offense, because that's hard to defend. And so I'm proud of Sid because she got them the ball, she forced some, and it's necessary for the way we want to run the offense.
Appreciate you joining us, Bird.
Thanks.
Congrats. Yep.
Thanks.
Good win for the Supernovas at home tonight here in Omaha with the sweep over the Vegas Thrill. Omaha is a winner, 10-4, and as of right now at the top of the Professional Volleyball Federation. For Lindsey Peterson, I'm Larry Putney. For our entire Nebraska Public Media Sports crew, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time here on Nebraska Public Media.
Looking like a baddie, I show up and make them stop. Wanna know my name so badly, cause I run this whole block.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at realprovb.com and provolleyballshop.com.
At any time, any team can win it here in the Pro Volleyball Federation.
The higher the level, it means more power. Lekator member Mene. Wow, what a shot. Again.
Rejected! Ronica Stone!
Get tightened up. They progress through that season, and you cannot progress through that solo block in the middle for Kaz Brown.
Laura, deep corner, and that was picked perfectly.
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale news and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.